Hi everyone. So, I wanted to talk about my mental transformation. I know I've been talking about my physical transformation, and I'm just getting started. I've been 100% on my nutrition and my workouts for over 6 weeks now, and I've been 100%. So I'm super proud of myself for that, and I've not been tempted to have an unplanned cheat. Let's put it that way, an unplanned cheat, and just go back to my old lifestyle, which is great. And I wanted to share with you of my how I've changed mentally. Um, I noticed that I became more confident in myself, not just physically. I mean, yes, physically, I became more confident than I was when I was in my 190s or 145. And I love that. And I'm going to continue to keep on shrinking. But also with other people's comments. I know no matter what size you are or how successful you are, you're going to get some people that don't think you're good enough or don't think you're losing weight fast enough or you're horrible for regaining the weight or whatever, or how you do your hair, your makeup. And um, before those comments, I would get those comments and I would be super sad and I would let it bring me down, and I would get super depressed and want to binge, and it wasn't good. And I now I see when I see them, I just like laugh it off. I'm just like, well, their opinions don't matter, and that's the way it should be. And um, and definitely, if you haven't watched the video of how other people's matter, how other people's opinions matter, definitely check that one out of my YouTube channel. Okay, apparently I can't talk. But I'm not redoing this one. Okay, this is how it is, okay? Usually I have to redo it and redo it and redo it, and it takes like an hour to do a 5-minute video. Well, anyways, I love the fact that other people's opinions doesn't affect how I feel, and that's an amazing feeling. And also, when I was looking at there's a website that allows people to talk bad about Instagrammers or whatever, and I happened to look up mine or others, and I saw mine, and luckily it wasn't too much stuff on mine, but I noticed that um, there was one thing that was true. It sounded like I did do a lot of share for shares, and I did do that on my older profile. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you on this, and not a lot of people will admit this. One, when I was new to Instagram, I was follower hungry. I wanted to be Insta famous, and I wanted the numbers, and I paid for followers. Yes, I did that. I paid for this like program to um, follow and unfollow, and so um, that's why don't worry if people unfollow you, because there is a program that does that, and people just naturally do that anyways because they just followed so they can get followed and they leave you. And I know it's silly, but that's why I don't take the unfollows personally. Now I don't even care if people unfollow me. I used to be super depressed once a person unfollowed me, and I would change what I would post, and no, I just do what I want. And if I post, I mean, because I've had people unfollow me whether I say I lost weight, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, why you unfollow me? But their unfollow doesn't matter. I rather people unfollow me than comment badly. And if they do comment badly, so what? Their opinion does not matter. And so, as you know now, now that I changed the account, Instagram account, and I don't do share for shares. Well, one, my transformation photo isn't that great as of now, and I'm starting again, but I'm not doing share for shares anymore. I know there's people that do that I follow, and I'm not disrespecting anyone that does that. I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to stay away from that as much as possible, and I just want it to be more about me. And so, and and if people follow me, they follow me, and if they don't, they don't. No biggie. And another thing is that I changed is you probably heard maybe you heard that over a year ago. I don't know. This is when I was less than a year ago. When I started gaining the weight back. Okay, so a little bit before that, I found out I could not have kids, and I was stressing out, and I was trying to get pregnant, and I was the type of person. It did not come across my mind that I would have trouble having kids, and I got super depressed. I binged and didn't exercise, and I just went to food for medication. I turned to it, and it is very freaking easy to gain weight. It's not that I didn't notice that I was gaining weight, it's just that I was super depressed, or I just didn't care. I did not care. I wanted to get pregnant. I spent money on fertility treatments. I got into debt for that. And then I even set up and then I decided to go into adoption. I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not meant to be pregnant, and that weight went off my shoulders, and my attitude changed also when I hear people that got pregnant, just had a baby, etc. You know, I, and I changed as far as not hating them, because I used to be like, oh, congratulations, and be like, when is it going to be my turn? It's kind of like how I felt when I was single and then hearing engagement announcements, etc. Now I'm actually really happy for people that are pregnant um, or don't have trouble getting pregnant or have kids. I don't feel any resentment, which is great. So I also don't, I did start like a GoFundMe account, and this is not, I didn't want to do it anymore. I tried it for like 2 seconds, and you probably saw a post about it, and me boo-hooing about it. But I, I didn't want the stress of me not being able to buy whatever I want, and be like, here, help me out to adopt a baby. But then I get another snake, for crying out loud, or go out to the movies. I want to be able to do that without anyone talking bad about it. And I don't want that. And so, but good news, we are out of debt, which is great. And then we're saving up for a used car for my husband, and then we're going to save up for an infant. Now, it could take a few years, and that's fine, but we're going to save what we can, and hopefully move to New Mexico a year from August, and start the infant adoption at that time. And yes, there's so many, there's 4 different types of adoption, and we looked into all of it, and fertility treatments and all this kind of stuff. And what is best for us right now is we want to do an infant adoption first, and then maybe see about foster adoption later, as we get a little bit more familiar with kids. since this is our first child, we want to be able to have an infant and just start from there, start fresh from there. And we're willing to wait longer and for that. And we'll get there, and we'll definitely get there. And I'm super hopeful and excited, and I'm just super focused on getting fit and healthy. And I want to be in the like 170s or 60s by the time I move to New Mexico, at the end of at the by August next year. So that's definitely a goal I can obtain and I will obtain. And so definitely things are doing great. And thank you so much for watching this. I'm going to definitely take off my makeup and go to sleep because it's 2:31 in the morning. And so I better go and not wake up my husband because he's sleeping. All right, you have a good night.